Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we are going to be getting a new fish to go down here in the fish room, or multiple fish. I don't know what we're getting, by the way. My plan coming into this video was to go to the fish store, find a cool fish, and buy it. I don't even know what tank this thing is going in. Obviously the goal is to find something big for the pool pond, but if we can't do that, then we will just get something for the 125, maybe the 75. And if we can't find anything cool at all, then we'll just get some more guppies for the turtle pond or something. But that's not going to happen. I've got a couple really awesome fish stores I want to go to tonight, and I think we're going to be able to make something happen. But first, there are a few things we need to do. Right off the bat, I just want to give you guys a quick update on the 500-gallon pool pond. You can see 3 of our cichlids are right up front. The water is a little bit cloudy in there because I did just scrub down the inside of this front panel. But all the fish are just loving it in here. You can see they're already food trained. They come right to the top when I walk in the room. We got Ozzy and Ike right up front. Then you can see Tank back there. And Bruce right down there by his log. That's literally where he always hangs out. Oh yeah, and check this out over here. I put this pond plant in here. This was in my outdoor koi pond, but it started dying because it's getting cold. And I didn't know if it would survive in here or not, but it is literally growing new leaves through the netting. I mean, look at this one. It's already like a full leaf that just completely grew up. You can see 3 more coming in over there. That is just awesome to see. But the water hyacinth, on the other hand, some of it's doing good. The stuff right under the light, you can see it's growing, starting to branch out. But everything else that's not under the light is kind of dying. But yeah, I am really hoping we can find something suitable to live in this pond. There's only like one fish store in my area that I know of that sells stuff big enough for this. And that is going to be the first place we're going. But before that, I do want to show you this right here behind me. Me and my buddy Miles did get the 125-gallon tank moved over here. I'm gonna have a whole video about setting that up. That'll probably be my next video. But now what we're gonna do is actually head over to my parents' house, the old fish room, and we're gonna feed everything over there, but we're also going to pick up my 25-gallon aquarium, and we're gonna be bringing that over here today because I wanna use that as a quarantine tank and a plant grow out tank. If we're getting something for this pool pond or for the 125, I definitely wanna quarantine it first to make sure it's healthy. I pretty much wanna do that with all my fish from now on. So we are gonna be picking up the 25-gallon quarantine tank, bringing it over here, and then right after that we can head out to the fish store. So that's the plan, and with all that being said, I'll see you guys over at the fish room. Alrighty guys, so we are over here in the old fish room. I just went ahead and fed everyone. I decided not to film it, but I did get a shot of one of my red-tailed catfish eating, so I'll be rolling that right now. And speaking of the red-tailed catfish, I did have to separate them. They were both in this 25-gallon tank until we get their new tank set up over at the new fish room. But one of the red-tails started kind of outgrowing the other one a little bit. He started messing with him, bullying him. So I did take the bigger, healthier one out, and I put him in this 55-gallon tank. All that's in here, other than the red-tail, is this big school of Buenos Aires tetras. They are completely friendly fish, and they are not small enough to the point where the red tail could eat them, even though he is getting a lot bigger just from being in this tank. He's right back there. It's kind of hard to see, but I think he probably has like a whole inch on the other red tail. But I'm glad he's doing good in this tank. Again, he is growing really quickly, and that's more than likely just because he is in a bigger tank. So today we are going to be moving this other red tail into the 55-gallon. He'll be much happier in there for the time being, and like I said, we do need this tank for a quarantine tank and plant grow out tank. So that is the plan. I already started draining it a little bit, but I remembered I should probably feed him. So I'm going to get the red tail out of there, and then we can drain it the rest of the way. Then we'll get it all loaded up into the truck. He's in the barrel right now. I'm gonna try and get him to stay in there. And into the net he goes. Let's get him into his new tank. There he goes, straight to the bottom. Yeah, and by the way, these 2 tanks are literally the exact same temperature. That's why I didn't acclimate him. But there he is, chilling by the plant. Hopefully all goes well with him in that tank, but now we are going to drain this tank the rest of the way. Let's see how heavy this bad boy is. It's not too bad. Alrighty guys, so we made it back home. We've got the tank in place. This is just a temporary spot for it. I eventually want to have a turtle tub right there. And I think we're gonna have the 75 right here. So whenever we get that turtle tub set up, we'll just move this tank. But we've already got the hose ran into it. Now let's go ahead and fill it up. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Alright guys, so the tank is full. The lights, heater, and filter are all on. And as you can see, it's super, super murky. My water hose pumps out water so fast, it completely stirred the sand up. It's fine though, it's only been like 2 minutes and the bottom is already starting to clear up a little bit. So we're gonna let all that settle. We're gonna let the filter run. We're gonna let the heater get this water up to the proper temperature. But in the meantime, we are gonna head over to the fish store. Possibly multiple fish stores, but I'm really confident in this first one we're going to. They should have some pretty cool stuff, and with that being said, I'll see you guys there. We got something good, exactly as I said we would. It's actually none of the fish you just saw in that little video there. This guy was hiding and I just barely saw him. This is a fish that I've wanted for a very, very long time. Pretty much as long as I've been fish keeping, I have wanted to keep one of these. It's a fairly common fish, especially among YouTubers, but it is definitely gonna be one of the coolest fish I own, if not the coolest. Yeah, I guess I'll just stop hyping it up and show you guys already. We did get a clown knife fish, just a beautiful size. It's about 5, maybe 6 inches. It'll be a perfect size to go in the 125. Like I was talking about earlier in the video, we are going to quarantine this guy in my 25-gallon tank. Then in a week or so, when this guy's done quarantining, we should have the 125 up and running. So yeah, there's that. Along with this clown knife fish, this store had some awesome fish. I saw a pretty big electric blue acara in there, and that was gonna be the fish I got if I didn't see this clown knife. Along with that, they had a bunch of bichers, a bunch of different kinds of catfish. They had a tiger shovel nose. I can't even name all of them. They had so much cool stuff. But yeah, we are going to get this guy home as soon as possible and get him all set up in his quarantine tank. Alrighty guys, so we are back from the pet store. We've got our clown knife fish right here, and just check that guy out in the light. That is absolutely awesome. Look at the colors like shining in the light, dude. Definitely stoked to have this fish, and we are gonna go ahead and let him start acclimating to this tank. Yeah, and if you take a look at the tank, it looks a little bit clearer. Not much. You couldn't really see those rocks before, and you can now, so that's some kind of improvement. But fortunately, the temperature is perfect, and you can see back here by the filter, it's creating lots of oxygen in the water, so this guy will be fine, even if the water is murky like this. But now we are gonna give our clown knife fish about 20-25 minutes to acclimate. I'm gonna float acclimate him like that, and then here in a couple minutes, I'm gonna start adding little bits of water into his bag. I definitely wanna be careful with this guy. I really wanna have this guy for a long time. So yeah, I'll see you guys in like 25 minutes. Alrighty guys, well it's been about 25 minutes. This clown knife fish has been acclimated and he is ready to go into his quarantine tank. So I'm just gonna reach in there with my hand and grab this guy. Alright, got him. Wow, he feels super weird. He's like so soft and slimy, but there he goes. Look at that fish, dude. No other fish looks like that, literally. He looks like the blade of a knife. Here's a little close-up for you guys. Look at those spots. It's obviously gonna take a while for our clown knife fish to get used to this new tank. Once again, this is just a quarantine tank. He'll be in here anywhere from like 7 to 10 days. By then, we'll have the 125 set up and ready for him. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But I don't think it's gonna be this video where he actually goes in the 125. I was hoping to upload this video tomorrow. So we'll just get him moved into the 125 whenever we move the rest of the cichlids into it. But now I am gonna go ahead and turn off all the lights in this room, make this guy a little bit more comfortable. We'll give him the night, and then we'll check back up on him in the morning. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys then. Alrighty guys, well it is actually 2 days later, and I do want to go ahead and show you guys the clown knife fish. First of all, you can see the tank has completely cleared up. I mean, just look at that, absolutely crystal clear. And I did mess with the scape a little bit. I got all the rocks and hides in place, and I took some extra Java ferns out of my 37-gallon tank and threw them in here. And the clown knife was just swimming all around the tank, but now he's hiding back there behind the plant, I guess because he saw me. He has been spending most of his time in this barrel right here. But I actually fed this guy yesterday, and I did see him eat. So we're gonna drop in some more flakes and see if we can get him to go for it. Yep, I see some movement back there. I see him eating back there, but he just doesn't want to come out. Oh, he's making a move. There he is. You can see him a little bit better there. Yeah, so he's being a little bit shy right now, but I have seen him out swimming around, and he's now eating twice for me. And oh, look at that. He's starting to come up a little bit. I'm gonna try and sneak up on him. Yeah, there we go. Just check that guy out. Oh, right back into his barrel. What was I telling you guys? So that pretty much is gonna wrap up this video. Obviously, I'm very excited to have this new clown knife fish. Go ahead and drop some name suggestions down in the comments for this guy. And yeah, I'm happy he's doing fine so far. I'm happy that the tank finally looks good. But other than that, today's comment of the day goes out to, and if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you gotta do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.